What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy TornadoMcRae back at it again with another video. It is ESPN Wednesday. Y'all know how we get down. Let's go ahead and snatch the crown, baby. You know what? I ain't even gonna waste y'all no time. So today's topic, I understand the season just ended. I get it. I know. However, we're still gonna talk about the NBA. There are a couple things that have happened in literally just the week since I posted the last video, and it's baffling. It is baffling. So first topic at hand, we all got to address it. It's the elephant in the room, the big ass elephant in the room, if you ask me. Bradley Beal has been traded to the Phoenix Suns for Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and some second round draft picks and draft swaps.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
My initial reaction to that?
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
I honestly don't know how this is going to work. I think this puts Phoenix in the exact same situation that Brooklyn was in. I view this as Brooklyn 2.0. And here's what I mean by that. You have three ball-dominant players: KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. Same way you had in Brooklyn with KD, Harden, and Kyrie, right? Now, in order for them to be as good as they are, they need the ball in their hands. Same way it was in Brooklyn, right? Having those three guys on the floor at the same time, there's only one basketball. It's the same thing we talked about in Brooklyn. So you're going to run into that issue again, potentially. Now, I will say this. I think, and I could be wrong, I think Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are better off-ball scorers than James Harden and Kyrie Irving. Case in point, most of what Kyrie and James do is in isolation with the ball in their hands in pick and roll. Whereas I see Bradley Beal and Devin Booker being able to come off screens, off a down pin, and pop up for a three. They don't necessarily have to have the ball in their hand to make something work. That's why I think they're better in that regard. And objectively on defense, they're better defensively. I think if you were to tell me I have Kyrie Irving and James Harden versus Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, and I need them to play defense, I'm taking Bradley Beal and Devin Booker.
Nigga, what?
And it's crazy that I say that because one of my knocks against Devin Booker in his younger days was the fact that he could score a lot, but I didn't think he was a great defender. All I thought of him was as a scorer, but didn't defend on the other end. He was essentially like Carmelo Anthony to me a little bit. But now he's proven me he can probably hold his own on the defensive side. So I view it like that. The other issue I have with this is similar to Brooklyn. You're losing a lot of depth. You already lost a lot of depth getting KD. You traded the house, the farm, the tractor, the damn cows from your neighbor's house. You traded the silo and everything else to get KD. And now you're giving up the rest of the plants, the crops, the feed, the chickens, the coop to get Devin Booker. I mean, not Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. And you have nobody on your roster to keep going forward.
He ain't lying.
So either A, you're signing a bunch of vets on the league minimum and pulling a 2013 Miami or 2011 Miami Heat and just be like, hey, we just gonna fill the spots, bro. I mean, make it work, my boy, make it work. Or B, you gotta trade Ayton, get him out of there, get a decent point guard, and then just find some bigs and role players to fill the rest. Either way, you're going to have to sacrifice one position in your starting five to build the rest of your roster. And the rest of your roster is going to be filled with a bunch of vet minimum role play. And I don't think it's going to work because we just saw this happen with Phoenix last year, where instead of Bradley Beal, it was Chris Paul. And that was a top-heavy roster. I've said that in previous videos. It was a top-heavy roster that just didn't equate to winning a championship. Now, do I think Phoenix is the heavy favorite now with that move? Absolutely not.
Damn.
Phoenix does not become the top contender in the West with this trade. It's a nice little trade. It's kind of cool. It's like some 2K type shit. Now, on the flip side, for Chris Paul, bro, this might be the end of your days. Because apparently Chris Paul didn't know until his son texted him about this.
Damn!
Chris Paul said on the Today Show, I found out on the plane in a text from my son. But that's wild because now you're seeing everybody looking at Chris Paul as like, bro, either you're not healthy or you're just not getting it done for. I don't know what this means for Chris Paul. Hold up, guys. Hold on. Be right back. Hold on. I got to sneeze.
12 seconds later.
All right, back. Cool. Whatever. I think this is the signal of his last days. Everybody's kind of looking at Chris Paul like, okay, bro, you're injury prone. Yes, you are a great floor general when you're healthy. That's the issue. When healthy. We can't count on you being as healthy as you once were. So with that in mind, it makes it harder to count on you when we need you. And overall, it's just a crazy thing. I have been hearing rumors that Chris Paul is going to get traded potentially back to the Clippers. That would be kind of weird. I don't know if that's the fix for the Clippers because now you got 3 injury-prone players, and what do you do with Russ? Like, who comes off the bench, Russ or CP3? And I know chat's probably going to be like, not CP3. Russ comes off the bench because Russ is trash. It just wouldn't fit because you got to get rid of somebody. That's how that's going to go. I've also heard he might go to the Lakers, but you already got to deal with Anthony Davis. You really want to deal with Chris Paul and Anthony Davis being hurt? Then the Laker fans are really going to say LeBron has no help, and ain't trying to hear that either. Fun fact, though, I did see this. If Chris Paul does play a game for the Wizards, the Clippers, and the Rockets will all have used the same 3 point guards at one point. John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul.
Neat.
There's your fun fact for the day. But in talking about that trade, now I got to think of another trade that's supposed to be coming up. Damian Lillard. He's gone. Damian Lillard, I'm telling y'all now, Damian Lillard is about to be gone. He is leaving Portland. And I'm telling you where he's going to go now. I'm calling it. This is what I say he's going to go. Shams, Woj, listen. If y'all don't hear it from nowhere else, y'all can hear it from me first. Damian Lillard is going to the Miami Heat.
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
That's where he's going. That's where I see it. I see everything being made to fit that. The pieces are there. Damian Lillard is going to Miami Heat. I can see that right now, and I stamp that. It makes a lot of sense, and that's where he wants to go. He said, Milwaukee or Miami. Knowing how Pat Riley get down, how shifty Pat Riley can be, man, please. Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero coming back, bam. They get Dame. That's one of my top teams to watch in the East. All for it. And moving forward, I want to talk about something else. And in regards to the Heat's opponent, who they played in the NBA Finals, in the Denver Nuggets. Now, the Denver Nuggets had their parade last week, had a grand old time celebrating their first championship, as they should. And at the parade, the Nuggets announcer said, hey, look, it's the Lakers' daddy, Mike Malone, the head coach, right? And prior to that, Mike Malone said, on I want to say First Take or interview with ESPN, says, hold on, I might think about retiring. Shh, don't tell nobody. Kind of trolling LeBron. LeBron decided to respond back with this post right here. Essentially calling the Nuggets lames, calling Mike Malone really a lame, saying, I'm still on your mind, X, Y, and Z. Enjoy your run now because I'm like the sun. I last forever. Blase, blase, blase. Fun fact. First, scientifically, LeBron, I know you're smart enough. The sun doesn't last forever. I know you're smart enough to know that. It really doesn't. It's an exploding star.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But secondly, I don't like this tweet. It was a tweet. I'm sorry. It was a tweet or whatever. I don't like this tweet from you. And here's the reason why. And I've seen a section of Laker fans hate this tweet about Mike Malone. They don't like it, think it's classless or whatever. Say move on, X, Y, and Z. I don't have an issue with what Mike Malone said.
You what?
You want to know why? To the victor go the spoils. When you win, you can talk shit. That's what you get when winning a championship. You get a year's worth of bragging rights to talk shit. You get the right to talk down on whoever you went through. Now, it'd be different if the Nuggets and the Lakers never met throughout this playoff run. If the Nuggets had ended up facing the Warriors instead of the Lakers and beat the Warriors, but we're talking about the Lakers, yeah, that'd be weird as That'd be absolutely out of pocket because you didn't even play them. It makes no sense. But everybody, once the Lakers got in the playoffs and the Lakers started winning, everybody and their mama, most of the NBA community or a good amount, was like, oh, here come the Lakers. Got to the Western Conference Finals. Y'all said LeBron versus Jokic in the Western Conference Finals. A lot of you picked LeBron James. Not saying that's a dumb pick. Not at all. I'm just saying that's who you picked. None of us, including myself, expected them to get swept. So they go on to the NBA Finals where they become the odds-on favorite versus a play-in 8th-seeded Miami Heat. And yet a lot of the noise was about what the Lakers did, what the Lakers didn't do, where they didn't execute, what didn't happen, how this Finals is going to be now one of the most boring Finals to watch because it's Denver and Miami instead of LA and Miami. Yeah, I'd be talking too. Not only that, bro, let's check the receipts of the last few NBA champions who have talked after winning their championship. Steph Curry last year.
Clearly remember some experts and talking heads putting up the big zero of how many championships we would have going forward because of everything that we went through. So
everybody who said he would never win another championship, he held that up for them. Why? Because he has that right to talk 2021, Giannis wins a championship.
We might never win another one. It's fine. Like, we did it. You know, we did what we were supposed to do. And I'd rather do it this way, win one this way, than go somewhere else in a super team and win 2 or 3. Coming to the city, I knew that the city will do whatever it took for us to win a championship, put us in a position, and I knew that I had to get better. And, you know, I felt comfortable with the decision I made, happy to stay in the city, and it worked out.
Tells everybody, this is how you win a championship. You go through the grind, you stay in one city, and you win here. That's what makes it meaningful. I didn't run. I didn't go to another city. I stayed here. He has the right to talk shit. What are we talking about? 2020. LeBron in the bubble soon as they won.
We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. And I want my damn respect too.
LeBron, you were talking shit to the rest of the league and the rest of the NBA universe. So you can't get mad when you become the target of the champions talking, especially when they beat you to get there and everybody was on your bandwagon to beat them. Was it the Western Conference Finals? Yeah. Was it not the NBA Finals ever talking shit? Of course not. But guess what? Nobody was talking about the Heat like that when it was the Nuggets and the Heat. Everybody was kind of like, okay, I expect the Nuggets to win. I'm one of the few people who said, I said the Miami Heat. We all know how that turned out. But a lot of people started picking the Nuggets then. The start of the playoffs, a lot of people said the Nuggets wouldn't make it past the second round. Then it was the Nuggets aren't going to make it out of the West. Now all of a sudden they make it out the West and it's like, oh, they're going to win the championship. Come on, bro. Keep the energy consistent.
Man, Greeny, look, it's part of it. Whatever you need for motivation, and when they go on to win it, guess what? You have to eat that.
When you win the championship, you get the right to talk shit. And LeBron, you just don't like the fact that you're the target of their shit talking. It's okay. It happens. They aren't lames. They're champions. Doing the same thing that you did when you're like, I want my damn respect. Now, flipping to the other side of the NBA, one of the teams whose star player has gotten into a lot of controversy over the last couple months, Ja Morant. And everybody's going to ask me what I think about Ja Morant's suspension. For those who don't know, Ja Morant was suspended 25 games for next season. To be truthful, I think Ja Morant got off light. If I am Ja Morant, I am taking that 25-game suspension and running like a because I thought, I had the anticipation that Ja Morant was going to be suspended 41 games. 30 to 41. Anything more than 41, like the exact halfway point, anything more than that to me was going to be excessive. But if you suspended him up to half the season, okay, cool. You're making a firm point. But 25? To the point where he's still going to be back here by Christmas Day?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
NBA, I see what you're doing there. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all are not slick. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You're not slick. I see what you did because y'all still trying to get that money out of that boy. But hey, I mean, business is business. Do what you got to do. You got to handle business, you know what I'm saying? But I understand why Ja needs to be suspended. I think he deserves to be suspended. What shocked me was the fact that the NBA Players Association tried to say this was an excessive suspension. If y'all don't shut the up, if I am Ja's lawyers, his reps, his people, his agent, I'm telling the NBA Players Association, shut up. We're going to take this slap on the wrist and keep it pushing. This could have been far worse. Could have been suspended the whole season. Now that would have been just wild. I wouldn't have agreed with that. But take it, learn from it, and come back and be the player we know you can be, bro. And truthfully, learn for what it is off the court. Now, going into it, I've also seen a lot of people say, oh, Ja needs a new circle of friends, X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, blase. Y'all didn't see the video. Or maybe you have and you just didn't pay it much attention. I watched the video several times. Every time I watched it, one thing that stuck out to me was the friend who had the camera. They were on IG Live, listening to Young Boy or whatever the case may be, doing what dudes do, being hyped, listening to music. The moment the friend saw the gun in the camera, he turned it off, or he put it face down to save Ja's face. That is a true friend. Because he immediately recognized the situation and you hear him tell him, yo, put that away. That is a true friend who is looking out for him, knowing it could have gotten worse. So this speaks more to just Ja understanding who he is and what he can and can't do. I don't know gun laws in the state of Tennessee and in the city of Memphis. Maybe it is an open to carry state. I hope he has that gun legally. I've heard from his reps it was a toy gun.
Boy, if you don't...
I didn't buy that one, personally. But understanding who you are and what can go public and what can't. Your job has just standards about what you do. Now, if you're at the gun range with the gun, that's not a problem because you're being responsible. You're doing it in a responsible manner. Like, yo, me and the boys at the gun range, yada, yada, yada. Cool. Still get to flex the gun, but you're in a responsible area and nobody's going to get mad at you for it. Flexing it regularly in the streets,
what kind of shit is that?
trying to act hard, it's not the move, bro. It's not the move. I'm speaking as a friend right now. Like, that's not the move, Ja. You've heard it from multiple people. You're just hearing it from me now, too. It's not the move. And I'll do you one better. It's not the move for the camera. What you do off camera is your own business, bro. That's like what we always say. What you do in your house, what you do behind closed doors, that's your business. I'm not condoning just waving a gun around and all willy-nilly. That's how you end up killed. I'm sorry. End up in bad situations. But I'm saying not everything needs to go on the gram. Not everything needs to be posted live, bro. You got a future to think about. You have a lot of great things going for you, your daughter, your family, your mom, your dad, your boys. Just keep that in mind and think to yourself, does this need to go on the gram? I'm just saying, we've seen what happens when stuff gets leaked out on Instagram and locations get leaked out and celebrities and people have their lives taken. Be careful, man. Not everything needs to go in front of the camera. Sorry that ended on a somber note. I might have rambled on a little bit. Just had to get that out there. Going forward, I want to go to Golden State and Mr. Podcast himself, Draymond Green. Draymond, how you doing, bro? If you ever, you know what? First things first, let me ask this. Draymond Green, if you ever see this video, I am going to ask formally myself, if you would like to be a guest on one of my videos or one of my podcasts, I would greatly appreciate having you on to talk and just pick your brain and figure out your mindset, how the business works, how you deal with a lot of stuff in the NBA and so on and so forth. I'm asking now. Closed mouths don't get fed, so bump it. I'm just making the ask. I would love to do a video with you one day. If your people see this, I'll tag you in this video on IG and everything. If your people see this, please. But Draymond declined his contract option to become a unrestricted free agent, I want to say, this year. This comes a couple weeks after Bob Myers has stepped down as the Warriors GM. And Draymond's noted that Bob Myers has done a lot for him in life and It's going to be weird not having Bob around the organization. I think what the Warriors are trying to do is restructure Draymond's contract to bring in some pieces because of the financial situation they put themselves in, paying Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins.
Please! Please! No!
This way, Draymond can stay a Warrior forever, still get a good amount of money that he's worth, but they can still keep the championship window open. Because even if Draymond's not a scoring threat, he makes that offense run as efficiently as ever. Whether it's the first team or the second team, Draymond is an effective floor general. You can't deny that. No basketball fan can deny that. I don't care who the hell you are. Now, if he leaves, if Draymond actually leaves, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson will retire within the next 2 years.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I am calling that now. If Draymond actually leaves, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson will retire within the next 2 to 4 years. It's going to be wild because Draymond leaving is essentially like, you know what, the core is breaking up. We're getting rid of everything. We're scrapping it all down. This is the end. X, Y, and Z. And if he leaves, I don't even see them as much of a contender as they usually are. I'm just keeping it a bean. And speaking of retirements, my guy, Lou Williams. Shout out to you, my boy, on a successful 17-year career. If y'all don't know, Lou Williams. Hey, Lou, I have your shoes, bro. Literally, the best pair of basketball shoes I have actually owned in a good amount of time. Lou Williams, if you see this, please, bro. Like, I love these shoes. I love these shoes. And for a great price, bro. I got these for like $60.
What? What the fuck?
Best basketball shoes I've held up. They're really comfy, really light, and super soft. I love them. Come in some great colorways too. I want to get like 3 more pairs. But easily one of the greatest 6 men to ever play the game. To me, when it came to 6 man of the year, it was Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, and the rest of the field. That's it. It was those two. Those two were the GOATs, and then the rest of the field. But Lemon Pepper Lou, I salute you on a fantastic career. Sad to see you go because I know you still had a lot of ball left in you. But I was a fan of your career, and I wish you had got a ring as you deserved, but it's okay. It is quite all right. And last but not least, I want to address the fact of Shannon Sharpe leaving Undisputed. Unc Shay, I'm going to miss you on Undisputed, but I understand why you left. Definitely some things and some cracks were showing, and that it was your time to leave. You are a great TV personality and TV analyst who knows the game, knows it well inside and out. Very smart individual. Very charismatic individual. Granted, I think I'm going to keep it a bean with you, Unc. I think you ride LeBron just a little too much. Just a tad too much, my guy. Like, I think you need to get off that horse sometime. I think you need to get off. But overall, Shannon Sharpe, I hope you do great things. I would love to see you and Stephen A go at it. If you go to First Take, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Especially if they allow Shannon to still be Shannon and understand what he brought to FS1 and allow him to still be Shannon. I think that's gold waiting on it. I can foresee it in my head. If ESPN and Disney aren't working something to get that together, y'all missing out on a moneymaker right there. Y'all missing out on a moneymaker. But then again, that might not be what Shannon wants to do. Shannon, that might be just something you're not trying to pursue right now, but you're trying to go a different avenue. Maybe the YouTube route so you can really be yourself. Like your podcast, Uncle Shay Shay, like we all love it. And truth be told, you're a great individual from what I've seen. And I'll be honest, small, again, YouTuber, podcaster, here, guy, hello. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if I could have the chance to speak with you or do a video with you, I would love it. I would love it. I really do hope that you do well and you made Undisputed a top tier show. You really did. I think that's about it, guys. So I think that's it for today, guys. I think that's where we'll stop. Hey, be sure if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell at the bottom, because you know it helps your boy's algorithm, and as your auntie's favorite neighbor, I mean, come on, you gotta help your boy out. You gotta help your boy out and get me bigger. Ayo. But guys, I love all of you. Let's continue on this road to 200 subscribers. We're at 148 right now. Come on. I've been hearing leakings about this wizard in my house. Like the gnome wizard. I've been hearing him, but I haven't seen him, bro. Remember, the last time we talked to this man, he said we get to 150, we get to find out his name. So help me get to 150 just so we can figure out what this wizard's name is. And I'll greatly appreciate it. And not only that, guys, last take. Before I go, the NBA draft is this upcoming Thursday. My take on Victor Wembanyama, like with Popovich, that man has the potential to be a serious problem. I will say that now. Under Popovich, Wembanyama has the potential to be a serious problem. But at the end of the day, guys, what do I know? I am just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace. Much love to all of you. I'm out, baby.